Hello everyone, Tina here. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we are going to be using the Say It With Stamps Secret Santa stamp set. This is such a cute stamp set. Of course we're going to make a Christmas card. This is a large 6x8 stamp set that has Santas and Christmas trees and reindeers. A lot of fun playful images in here. Today we're going to create a scene, and so we're going to start off by doing a little bit of stamping. I'm partial to the little Santa that's holding the presents for our card today. So we're going to take this, and then we are going to take some white cardstock, and I'm going to use an acrylic block to stamp Santa. I'm using alcohol marker friendly ink. That's what we're going to use to color in our Santa here. And I'm actually going to color or stamp him twice, like so. I'm only going to color in the face of one Santa, and then I'll color in the entirety of the other Santa here. The markers that I'm going to be using are here. I'm going to hold them up to the camera so you can kind of see, let it zoom in. So these are the colors we're going to be using. I'm going to play a little bit of music while I color, and when I'm done coloring I'll catch you back. Coloring is all done. Now I'm going to go ahead and take the coordinating die, and I'm going to die cut out my Santa. And then I'm going to use my scissors, and I'm going to fussy cut all the way around my Santa's face. We're going to add a little bit of dimension to him. Okay, I lined up my die, and then we're going to fussy cut this one out. And while we're die cutting, I'm going to bring in my nested A2 arch die set. And I'm going to use not the smallest, the second two above from the smallest. This is where we're going to bring in some colored cardstock. Now with the gray cardstock, I'm going to die cut out a arch, the smallest arch, and then with white cardstock, I'm going to die cut out the second size up. I'm also going to bring in another piece of white cardstock, and I'm going to create a hillside. We're going to use the Hills and Snowbanks double stitch dies. I love this for winter scenes, and I love that they're double stitched because you could use both sides. So using a white piece of cardstock, I'm going to run this through my die cutting machine as well. Everything is die cut. Now I fussy cut my Santa's face all the way to the end, and it does look, in some areas, especially around the little pom-pom, looks a little choppy. So to fix that, I'm going to use one of my black markers, and I'm just going to go around all the edges. And this really does give it a real clean and finished look. I'm going to take a foam circle and I'm going to add this to my, you don't really need to color in. If you're going to do layering like this, you don't really need to color in Santa's face twice. But I did it because this just looks nice if it's off to the side. You know, it just looks clean and finished when you tilt it. But we have a little bit of dimension to our Santa now. I mentioned our heels and Snowbanks, how it's double stitched. So this is what it looks like when it cuts it out. So we have stitching on both ends, and we can use both of these pieces for our project. Our arches, I'm going to go ahead and layer both of these together. And we're going to place them here. And I mentioned we're going to make, now with 3 different colors of our cardstock, our greens, we're going to just layer them all together, bring in our paper trimmer, and I'm going to create some long skinny Christmas trees here. I'm going to line this corner up on the end, put it at an angle, do my slicing, and then line this corner up on the end. Let's go a little more. And then we have some tall, skinny Christmas trees. I trimmed them down a little bit more, and even though the bottoms aren't straight, I can cover those with the hillsides. So I'm not too worried about that, but we have some fun Christmas trees here. Now we're going to take our craft cardstock. I'm going to trim this down so my panel measures 4 inches by 5 1/4. I love this craft cardstock. I'm going to go ahead and adhere this directly to my card base, just using my tape runner. Let's go ahead and fold. This is going to leave me a little bit of a border on my card base. And then I'm going to add my first hillside. We're going to stamp our sentiment on the bottom. So I think this is a good spot. We'll go ahead and adhere this. There is "Have a Holly Jolly Christmas." And I think that is so cute. I'm going to add my sentiment to an acrylic block. I'm going to stamp with my black ink on the very bottom. Lovely. Now I'm going to take this panel, I'm going to flip it around. We're going to put some foam circles behind here. And then I'm going to place this on the very bottom, covering up that craft cardstock. So we have a place to tuck our Christmas trees now. I'm going to go ahead and take some smaller foam circles and we're going to put them behind our trees. For my lightest tree, I'm not going to add any foam adhesive. I'm just going to use my tape runner on the back, and then we're going to tuck this. I think. Let's go ahead and trim off the bottom a little bit. I went ahead and trimmed off the bottom of this one. We're going to tuck this at the very top of our snowbank here. I think that looks good. And then this tree, okay, I think this is going to look lovely. So we have some tall pines here. I'm going to go ahead and take our arches. We're going to put some adhesive behind here. We're going to tuck our arches over here. so it kind of looks like a doorway. And then I already put a foam circle behind my Santa. We're going to add Santa. I think that's a good spot. Kind of have one foot tucked under that snowbank there. Okay, now I do want to add some snow to our background. To do that, I'm going to bring in some crystal drops. I'm going to add just a few different sized snowballs in the background. I think that looks playful and fun. And then lastly, I'm going to add, I need a doorknob for my little archway door. I'm going to add a silver pearl to the door here. And then I need a little bit of sparkle on those presents. I'm bringing in a little bit of glitter glue, some sparkle, and we're going to add it to those presents. I'm going to doctor up that Christmas wrapping. And then silver has to go over the belt buckle of Santa's belt. I'm going to add a little bit of silver sparkle to Santa's belt buckle using some silver glitter glue. And then that will finish off my card today. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me, and we will see you again real soon. Bye-bye.